Guys, let me tell you a secret.
Tell us.
Influencer marketing is the fastest way to get your product off the shelf. I have tried many things, and influencer marketing has proven to work times without number. But where, how, who to call to influence your product? That's one of the things and many more we're going to be talking on today's episode of Mind Your Business. My name is Olayemi Olamide. I am with
Damilola Robert. Hi guys, welcome to Mind Your Business podcast. If this is your first time here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy.
I don't know if I've shared with you, one of the things I wanted to achieve before I'm 30 is to be on the Forbes list. But with all of this experience...
Are you a fraud?
With all of this experience of Forbes, you measure somebody on Forbes list and then in less than 4 days, they're out of the market. I don't think I want to. I know they do. No worry. Thank you.
I think information is a great way. But talking about today's topic, I really think is super important. Influencer marketing.
Yep.
One of the fastest way brands can really grow and take advantage of people who have huge followings on social media, and even just beyond that, because now we have like the mega influencers, we have nano influencers, we have everybody's really an influencer in their own right, because
in every size,
people don't trust brand, right? So the chances of me actually selling a product to you and you seeing an advert, there is a chance that you're probably going to buy because I said it, not because the brand said it. And I think it's really an important topic right now that brands are beginning to look for who to be their influencers, how do they get to these influencers, how do they negotiate contracts, how do they measure success? These and many more are the things we're going to be discussing today. And you've been an expert. I mean, you've worked with like loads of influencers based on my experience. What do you think that brands should be looking out for when they want to do influencer marketing?
So based on experience, I know that a lot of brands are doing the influencer marketing the wrong way. But trust me, guess what? They still see results, right? So it just encourages, everybody just gets involved in the space. But if you're looking for an influencer, there are 3 R's to look out for, which is the resonance, reach, and the relevance. What relevance does this guy have in your industry?
Yeah.
Is he an authority in your industry? Has he spoken about your industry in the past? Just don't bring one, guy from
one random guy
talking about random stuff to come and talk about a medical stuff for me. I won't buy, don't worry.
Definitely.
So you want to know if this guy is relevant in your industry. And of course the reach, right? A lot of people on Instagram, and they have large numbers, they have large following and all of that. But does your influencer actually has influence? It's a 2 different thing, man.
Does your influencer actually have influence?
Yeah, a lot of influencers don't have influence. They say something and it doesn't trend, so to speak, right? They talk about a new product and nobody's jumping on it and all of that. So you have to be able to measure the reach to understand if your influencer has influence. If your influencer can tell people to stand up and they will stand up. I think I was watching something on TikTok where an influencer organized a meet and greet in the UK, and there was nobody that showed up.
So who has it been?
I think she had over 1 million followers on TikTok, right?
Did they buy him?
I don't know about that.
You know they buy him. I mean, they buy this thing.
But anyway, you need to be able to understand if your influencer has reach. And of course, resonance. Can people even relate with what he or she is saying?
Yeah.
Can they relate with him? I see a lot of Nigerian brands, go outside the shore, and shout out to AppCon trying to cut down on that, where you have a white man coming to influence for a Nigerian product. You're like, how can I resonate with him? He can't feel my pain. He can't share what I'm sharing. I would not just listen to a white man influencing me to buy solar energy, because I don't believe he can understand how the inconsistency.
Probably doesn't have power issues.
Exactly, he doesn't have power issues. So you need to be able to know if your audience resonates with the particular influencer you're doing. So you need to check these 3 R's before you're able to pick any influencer.
Yeah, I think that's really a great one, right? The 3 R's. I would also say that while you are looking for influencer, right, one of the things you really want to do, and you talked about the influencer that did the meet and greet and nobody showed up, right?
Yeah.
We have like a lot of people who have huge followings, but their engagement level is so low. So while you're doing the research phase, you're looking for somebody who really aligns with your brand. And even before that, one of the things you really want to do when you want to go into influencer marketing is because you understand your product, you understand like the way you like to position yourself. You probably have like a brand archetype. There's a way you speak. you really want to get influencers that really speak like you, influencers that really think like you, influencers that really act like you, influencer that fits into your product, right? So you cannot, for example, get an influencer who is very outspoken, who has issues with the government, to go and to be influencer for a brand that is really gentle, really government aligned, all of that, right? So these are things that you probably also want to look out for. And also when it comes to now you reaching out to them, what's the way to reach out to these influencers and negotiate your contract with them?
Honestly, I advise anybody, don't send that influencer a DM. Don't do that as a brand. Please reach out to a PR, reach out to agencies. There are a lot of agencies out there that can help you. They have relationship with this influencer, right? It's just easier, and then they get the job done. But you see a lot of brands saying, we'll reach out to him by ourselves. Oh, we sent him a mail and he has not replied. He won't reply you, don't worry. He won't reply you. So it's important to go through people that has managed a communication with these influencers before, people that have managed campaigns with these influencers before engaging any influencers you're looking at.
I absolutely agree. And in line, what brand has done influencer marketing the right way?
I have never worked with them, but I see their content everywhere and I am flabbergasted. Guy, I'm trying to mimic one of the ways they do this. Hey guys, have you seen one of that? Man U and Chelsea is playing today. Yeah, use my promo code.
Like a lot of people actually having
use my promo code. Anybet. Use my promo code. Okay, bro. Any influencers that has not worked with one expert before, no way. Don't use that influencer. That influencer is the dead influencer. I'm never going to lie to you. So I believe this brand has been able to maximize and manage influencer marketing, use it the right way. Even with the promo code that a lot of influencers don't like using when they're influencing a particular product. One expert has been able to use it in the Nigerian ecosystem and use it well and use it consistently, right? And just use it the right way. I don't see any of the influencers coming to my head. I don't see them engaging any other betting company.
I get it.
Again, because everybody just know them with one expert.
Yeah, and talking about the promo code, right? One of the ways, and I think it's super important for anybody who is listening to us, to also understand the fact that you need to be able to measure results. Results needs to be measurable. So for you to have like a great influencer working for you, there needs to be certain KPIs, expectations that have been set even before the campaign starts, right? And one of the things you can use to measure results, there are a lot of ways, right? One of them is like creating like a unique link for them, most especially with a digital product you want them to download. We talked about referral code, promo code. These are the way you measure the impact of the influencer. So let's say the goal is really for install or to download the app, right? One of the ways you really want to know is how many people use this person's referral code to be able to download the app. How many people use this promo code to be able to download the ad. So how many people are coming from directly from this unique link on the app install page, and you also measure all of these things through like app flyers and other mobile analytics to be able to measure the impression, the reach, the goal of the campaign, which is super important. And I think people should also look into it.
Thank you. So talking about measurement, I had an experience early this year when we're looking at getting an influencer for a particular brand. And the marketing manager kept insisting on this particular influencer. Guess why? Because it's our favorite influencer.
It doesn't work that way.
I was so pissed because the influencer didn't even align with their brand. But no worry, the influencer was funny to her. And one of the key problems that we went on back and forth is that particular influencer is experiencing what I call the influencer fatigue, right? Of course, the influencer is an OG. The influencer creates good content. Everybody laughs. But trust me, you've been doing this thing for over a while with no innovation. And I laugh at your content, but I'm not downloading any other app again. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah, I think brand managers, marketing managers, should also understand that you need to take away your bias while you are, and not try and force yourself on marketing agencies, people who understand these things and understands relationship with this influencer. So because you like this person does not automatically mean they fit into your brand, right? So look for people who really fit into your brand, and you are able to, get the right person, speak about your product, because your audience also fits into that person's audience, and that way you can absolutely scale.
If you're an influencer, you have experience working with marketing agencies and multinationals. Please share your experience in the comment section. If you're an entrepreneur and you've done something with an influencer before, please share your experience in the comment section. Let us hear from you. And
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode from Olayemi and myself. Have a great week, and don't always forget to mind your business.
bye, guys.
Bye.